What a boring market today. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky here with RATECUTS Solutions. I'm sure that you guys have seen not just NVIDIA, but overall NASDAQ market. NASDAQ at least is showing signs of it being a little bit more on the bullish side. It's doing a better job holding above that moving average with its higher highs and higher lows. It did have this nice little pullback about 1 hour after the market opened. Retracing back to that pre-market support, but then came right back to retest previous highs. Markets are holding at extremely overbought levels. Again, not much of a surprise, especially with what's to come next week. And that is going to be September 18th. That is expected to be when the Federal Reserve will be cutting interest rates for the first time. There's supposedly about an 85% probability that the Federal Reserve is going to be cutting interest rates by 25 basis points, and then about a 15% probability that they will be cutting interest rates by 50 basis points. So as of right now, markets are pretty much trading sideways and or a little bit more on the bullish side if you're looking at NASDAQ. But when you look at NVIDIA, very common resistance, very common support. So if you are someone that does not like trading these kind of horizontal patterns, today might not be a day worth trading. One thing that we talked about very quickly within our LPP group is understanding overbought and oversold levels on the larger time frames, and to not put yourself in a position that you'll end up regretting. So very simple. Especially when it comes down to the overall NASDAQ market, I wanted to make sure that we quickly highlight this. As we get into and get closer to Wednesday, September 18th, when the Federal Reserve is expected to be cutting interest rates, is the market going to sell off? Is the market going to continue to rally? I mean, it really wouldn't surprise me that for Monday and for Tuesday, the market either holds at these levels or continues to retest right around 480 per share. But the big picture is, I want to remind you that we do not know how the market's going to react once they start cutting interest rates. Historically speaking, again, when they cut interest rates, it would possibly make sense that markets can go higher for longer, because when they cut interest rates, they make it less expensive for people like you and I and businesses to borrow money. If it's less expensive for us to borrow money, therefore we should be able to spend more money, therefore boosting and expanding our economy. But again, we do not know if that's how the market's going to react. Are we going to get rejected here and then sell back off? And if that's the case, then if we are already at 476 and the resistance is at 480, then the downside potential is pretty significant. So what we talked about today during our LPP live trading session is, if market continues to go higher for longer, I'm just going to take it day by day. Market's so overbought that it's not something that I would personally want to continue to swing trade. So day by day, I wouldn't mind going long with the market as long as direction is clear and progress is being made, but I lock in my profits at every single time the market closes. If we do begin to show signs of a reversal, then there's so much downside potential that I personally would not be against potentially swing trading a short position due to how much downside there is. There is so much more downside based off of recent patterns than there is for potential upside based off of previous resistance. So because of that, just please make sure that you understand the big picture and not just looking at the 1 day or the 1 minute time frame and the 5 minute time frame, thinking that it has to eventually continue to uptrend, right? So please make sure that you just, again, take that into consideration. It looks like my light just went out, so I do apologize for that. But other than that, just wanted to update you on the overall market. Markets are trading sideways when it comes down to NVIDIA. Very consistent resistance, very consistent support. It could be very easy money to be made if you love horizontal patterns. You know where to buy, you know where to take profits, and you manage your position size appropriately. Just watch out for a potential break of patterns so you don't get caught back holding on Friday into Monday and then end up regretting that, because again, we do not know what's going to happen next week and how the market's going to react. So please do not put yourself in a position in which you end up regretting. I appreciate your time. I hope that earned a thumbs up. You guys let me know down in the comment section what you think. What is your plan? And I think one of the safest plays that we can do is definitely take it day by day and then wait for the market to react on September 18th once they announce that rate cut. So I hope to see you for our live trading session on Monday. If you're ready to tune on in, it's the second link in the description down below. And remember, prices will be going up, so the best time to sign up is now, especially if you're trying to get in for a one-time payment, lifetime access. And that's that second link in the description down below. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.